Hello, world. Yeah, that's actually episode number 2. Yeah, that's actually episode number 2.
I'm watching myself now.
Yeah, that's actually episode number 2.
I'm watching myself now.
I can hear myself, so that's a little disturbing.
No. I just wanted to see the stream. I muted it now.
Test.
I'm watching myself.
I can hear myself, so that's a little disturbing.
Oh, the penguin doesn't
No,
read.
I just wanted to see the stream. I
Test,
muted it
test.
The penguin looks like it's having a seizure.
Yeah.
Alright, okay. So the podcast, this thing works. Yeah. Hello everyone.
Awesome.
How's
Hello.
your staying at home adventure?
It's okay.
Now, today we have our mystery guest. Whether he will name himself, I don't know. But he's going to provide a color commentary
He's
for
tired.
us today. Yeah.
I thought
Let
it
us
was a
begin with.
cat.
Let us begin with some UFC commentary, since we're such admirers of Joe Rogan.
Okay, go
So we were talking about the Joanna versus Zhang Weili episode fight.
What are your thoughts?
My thoughts. So I haven't watched UFC for so long, ever since the Ronda Rousey disappointment against Holly Holm back in the day.
That was
So
like
I
4
was,
years ago, right?
yeah, that was a long time ago. Yeah, so I was very pleasantly surprised to see new faces, and like, as you know, spoiler alert, the Joanna turned into Megamind and had a giant hematoma or something like that happened to her forehead. So I was more amazed by the human biology that she could be that swollen and still not go down. So I think that is very impressive.
I was like kind of worried that it was gonna explode, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, so like, and I've been obsessively watching all of Zhang Weili's like training videos and like what she eats, like, you know, and this like delusional thinking that if I eat what she eats and does what she does, then I will one day be that jacked. I guess, George, do you watch any UFC at all? Do you even know what we're talking about?
I recognize some names, but no, I don't watch UFC.
Oh yeah, you can find a clip online, like of the fight. It's like all the rounds, so it's quite a fun watch anyway.
Yeah.
You can't tell me to watch it online. It's piracy.
I thought we're not mentioning anything illegal in this podcast.
I'm sure YouTube
Yeah,
clips are fine, right?
You can go to like the official UFC Twitter and watch highlights.
Yes,
yeah.
correct.
That's what you meant, right? That's what you meant, right?
Correct.
Say no to piracy, kids.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh yeah, and George, let us know if anyone hops on the stream. I think that the joke is that last time we had one loyal viewer, which is the bot.
Yeah. No, one person logged on and said that asked me to tell Kristen that she was hot.
Yes, I got my one compliment that I told all my friends, by the way. Yeah. So Singip and I were talking about MCO diets, since now we're all forced to eat at home.
Yeah.
Which mostly for all of us is pasta and Maggi mee.
Singap's been cooking. Yeah. Maybe
Tell us
Singap, you
more
wanna
about.
share about the food you've been cooking.
I don't know. I've just been doing a lot of Chinese stir fries.
Why only Chinese food? Are you racist?
Yeah, I'm racist.
What about Thai food?
I tried making some Thai food the other day, but then like it ended up tasting a lot like Chinese food. So
What do you why do you think that is? Like, a lot of local restaurants don't get Thai food right. right?
Really?
I mean, like not like the good ones, you know. The like a lot of little like I guess you would say those Malay stalls. They'll have like Thai/Malay food, and the Thai food tastes nothing like real Thai food.
Oh, Well, I guess you guys have been to Thailand way more than I have. So maybe you guys have higher standards.
Can... Oh, hey, Con is tuned in. Hi, Con Chow.
Oh.
Let me know if you want to donate some money.
Exactly.
So we can keep this podcast going.
Yes, because clearly we're very financially motivated at this time. Yeah, like, so I feel like with Thai food, like my friend is Thai and tried to teach me how to make a few recipes, and the joke is that she can tell me 1,000 times and I still won't remember. But I feel like you really need to invest in, like, you know, lemongrass and like special, you know, Thai sauces. Even their soy sauce is like slightly different.
Yeah, there's. I don't know if you know. I don't know if Kristen knows this Thai cooking channel, Hot Thai Kitchen.
Yes, you told me.
So like for soy sauce, I always assume like Lee Kam Kee is like the default soy sauce, right? But then like apparently it's not even like that good. Like, I mean, it's standard, but it's not necessarily like good, you know, just because everybody knows about it.
Right.
So I think like there's all these like subtle differences in like the sauces they use, and like I think like you're right, especially the herbs like the lemongrass and all that. And then they use a lot of palm sugar. Like I don't have palm sugar, so I always just substitute it with regular sugar. I'm pretty sure like that makes a difference too.
Totally. Yeah, like, so I feel like, and palm sugar is kind of hard to work with because I often have to like smash it with my mortar and pestle just to get like a tiny piece. It's like the world's hardest substance or something. It's at the Diamonds, it's Thai palm sugar. I don't know whether anyone knows that.
Oh, you tried cooking with it?
Yeah. So my Thai friend was like, "Hey, you gotta buy all these ingredients," so that I end up with like a selection of like Thai flavored ingredients.
Is it sweeter than regular sugar, or is it less sweet?
It's kind of like, you know how the Chinese like rock sugar has like a slightly different taste.
So rock sugar is actually not that sweet, surprisingly.
Yeah. Right, but it has like some sort of like other flavors that are more like caramel or something. Like I feel like palm sugar has that.
I think it breaks down differently from like refined sugar. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, so what does our one viewer want to listen to? If you have any feedback on topics of your interest, you don't want to hear about Thai palm sugar.
Talk about?
It's a security risk. Conchal said he doesn't have a camera. It's a security risk. Tell him his phone has a camera.
Exactly.
Hey, well, on the topic of food, what food do you miss right now? You wish you could have? No
answer? No, I thought Singip was gonna answer. For me, like, because my family's too paranoid to even use like Grab or Food Panda right now. Oh, and thanks to Singap and George, I finally have Grab set up. So I can't order my Nando's and McDonald's. Yeah, I miss fast food the most. To be quite frank, I feel like when it comes to delivery, you kind of need really strong and like fried foods to taste good. So that's on top of mine. How about you, Singap?
There was actually like a sort of documentary they did in Singapore about food delivery. And then so one of the problems they highlighted was when the food comes, it's not to the standard that you would get from if you were eating there, right? So like they did an experiment where they tried like maybe breaking down the food into separate components or semi-cooking it through, so when it reaches you, like you can reheat it and then it'll be cooked through. And then find different various packaging, but yeah, I don't think they figured it out yet.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know what I miss. I don't really miss anything because like everything I want to eat is on Grab. It's just a matter of whether I want to order it or not.
So you're still ordering right now?
I kind of stopped, like, because I mean I'm a little bit paranoid too about like them touching the food and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because the people who cook your food, right, you don't even know if they are clean, and then it gets passed to the Grab driver and then comes to you. So like so many hands in between.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's an article on Serious Eats by Kenji. As you know, the famous Kenji. That where he tries to.
I only know one Kenji.
I don't think it's the same Kenji we're talking about. I'm talking about J. Kenji Lopez Alt, the writer of Serious Eats and owner of restaurant. Who writes a lot about food. And then he talked about how whether the virus can survive the gastrointestinal tract. Like if you eat a virus, like can infect you. And the idea is like it cannot. It actually requires entering through your respiratory system. And secondly, when it comes to like survival on surfaces, it does survive for 3 days on cardboard, for example. But the idea is like by the time someone touched their face and then touched the burger and then moved the burger into the box, like that's already several steps of virus dilution. So theoretically, it should be safe. And the thing is, like, when you're getting your vegetables from, like, the supermarket, someone picked it, so someone has already touched it at some point, too. So you're never really quite safe no matter which route you go.
No, but I assume that, does heat kill the virus? Because when you cook...
Yeah, that's true.
You're going to cook your food, right? So I assume, like, heat kind of kills bacteria and viruses, or I'm not too sure.
Yes, that's a good point. Yeah. So like one way to really guarantee that you would not die from your Grab delivery is to stick it in a microwave for like a minute, and then like eat it with a knife and fork. Then theoretically nothing can survive after that. So speaking of overcooking food, by the time it gets to you.
Yeah, that's true. I never thought about microwaving my Grab food.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't microwave my McDonald's. It's gonna be like super salty.
Well, do you have an air fryer or an oven?
Yeah, I have an oven, but it's like so much hassle just to eat like McDonald's. So it's easier just to cook, right?
Mm-hmm. I remember you went through a phase of making your own fries.
Hey?
Didn't you make your own fries for a while? Did I imagine that whole phase?
I think I even tried making it once, but then I don't waste like so much oil. You know, like how much oil they use in those videos? It's like a whole container, right? It's crazy.
I used to make my own fries when I was younger. Like
from scratch?
I would just cut up potatoes and fry them in oil.
Damn.
That's it. Like
I mean that's like kind of how you do it, right? But like to get it like crispy, you need like double fry it. I think.
They would be super soggy and oily and peppery.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because I liked it that way. But yeah, it was tasty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh man, speaking of fries, do you remember like opposite of school there was that cafe that we all went to that had the fries? I miss those fries.
Was that like the first implementation of shaker fries? I can't remember.
Yes.
If I
I'll tell you what, I figured out that it was just paprika and salt or something. I tried making my own shaker fries, and I was like, what spices do I have, right? So I just put in some paprika. And I was like, this tastes like buddies, you know?
Yeah. And I remember do you still watch Byron Talbot on YouTube?
He's too inconsistent with his uploads.
Yeah, but there was one like specific potato dish with sliced.
Oh, was it like the square ones that he stacked up?
Yes.
Yeah, I tried making that once, but then like I think my potatoes were a bit undercooked, so it's a bit crunchy.
Yeah. So, One other topic that we enjoyed doing from our previous episode was looking at r/Malaysia and laughing at the memes.
Yeah.
But I don't know how to do that when we're using Line.
I don't know. I have this on OBS, so I can bring it up in a separate window. Just give me a few seconds. You guys keep talking.
Okay. So I think we can always go back to the topic of how to be creative and not abandon your projects. Which, in a meta way, this is what this podcast is about. Like, how many episodes can we possibly put out? So Singip has been working on his writing.
No, I haven't.
About working on your writing.
I write for work. So is that considered work for my writing?
Yeah, I mean it does, right?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's so hard to transition to fictional when you're writing like non-fictional.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I always so worried. Like, I mean, when you write non-fictional stuff, you have to think about, especially news, right? You have to think about being more neutral and explaining your point, how you got there.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, when you start applying that to fiction, then it gets very long-winded. Then you kind of break the mood. Like.
Mm-hmm.
It's always the worry of like, if someone asks like, how did this character get this? How did he get that? Or so on.
Right, exactly. So in your work writing, is there a lot of tech news going on right now? I'm wondering how the coronavirus has affected what you write about, or if at all.
If anything, I feel like there's more news than ever. Especially related to tech, because there's a lot of people who are 3D printing like medical parts and supplies. And then like there are all these like new test kits. Like it was just today only, right? Like, the company Abbott.
Yes.
Yeah, so they just developed a new test kit that can be used anywhere and like gives results in 5 minutes. So that's definitely gonna help like the coronavirus testing.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't realize that you're actually also reporting on medical news. It's really cool. We just ask you that.
Yeah, we do. Like, we write medical news because it's still tech related, right? Like, like AI detects cancer better than doctors and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's all related somehow.
Yeah, I've been reading a lot about these like test kits being developed, and it's like kind of like 45 minutes and like 5 minutes, and the time gets shorter and shorter, right? But I think one of the comments I saw on Reddit was like, in Singapore, soon you just have to think about getting a test and you know the results right away. But I feel like the issue is like manufacturing at scale and also distribution, right? Like, you can invent a test, but if you can't make a bajillion of them, like, that's still not helpful. So I wasn't sure, like, especially I think Malaysia right now has a limited number and it's very expensive. Like how fast are we actually getting these new tests?
Malaysia testing. I'm not sure what Malaysians are doing on that front, but I know in the US a lot of like companies are retooling their production lines, like Ford, GE. And then in Singapore, like Razer is like making masks, like surgical masks now. Yeah, so everyone's like doing their part. And then Apple like donated like 9 or 10 million masks as well. So,
yeah. I have a friend who is volunteering for getusppe.org. Visit getusppe.org if you are in the US. And that's one way that you can donate any masks you have, or volunteer to make them by sewing, or by donating money as well.
Yeah, I'm a bit iffy about donating money because, like, I don't know, like, unless there's like transparency in how they use your money.
Yeah, I can see that as an issue. And then it's like no one has the time right now. I don't think it's a non-profit entity. I'm not completely sure. So it is like you have to have faith that they're not running away with your money, which would be extra bad karma if you do that right now. This kind of thing.
I'm having trouble like pinning the overlay without shutting down the stream, so never mind.
Oh, it's okay. We have to
But
use our
Conchal
creativity
Conchal
and
said
our
there are no
mind.
nice memes on the Reddit subreddit.
Yeah. So you're right, because I looked this morning too for some sweet memes, and unfortunately, the humor seems to have died down today. I don't know. Maybe the memers are busy. So if you're watching and you're a meme maker, please work harder on making Malaysia-specific memes. Thank you.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever made like any local themed memes? Because I've never done that.
No, just memes with our own friends. That's it. But nothing on a nationwide scale.
Oh, okay. So what's the format that you guys are into these days? I'll tell you my favorite, very sad one is the stonks man with the stonks going down.
I don't know, man. I don't have a favorite meme. Not really. I don't think so. Yeah.
I like the Singapore one that George really hates.
I don't even know what that one is.
Which one is that?
Is this like Singapore actor? Like he looks really.
Oh my god, that one.
And then like his hands are up like that, right? It's like win liao lor, you win. Right? And because like he actually talks like that, right? So whenever I read it, like I can hear it in his voice. And I grew up watching him on those Singapore variety shows, so like I find it really funny. But Josh really hates it when I use it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just so dumb. Yeah.
And because he hates it, right? It makes it even funnier.
I just ignore it. Yeah.
So what are some correct applications of this meme? When should I throw it at George's face to annoy him?
Never.
No, it's like if you're trying to do like a win-win situation, right? Coronavirus, stay home, save money. Then you like win their law, it's like a win-win situation.
Okay, yeah, I can see how he hates it.
Or you're arguing with someone and like they're so stubborn, and then you're like, okay lah, then win their law. It's like, alright, you win.
Tess, is my audio better now? Louder?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, I don't know how my audio is. I assume the iPhone's pretty good at picking up audio.
Yeah, you both of you sound good.
Okay.
Oh, yay. All right. Oh, and then the reason why we are in this configuration is because someone thinks that Zoom is going to send data to Facebook.
No, it's going to send data to
didn't
China,
say
right? Oh, like Korea, I guess.
Right. They do. It's been found. It's been proven.
Right, and like I have quit Facebook since 2012, and because of privacy concerns.
Because you did something bad and you're on the run.
No, I just wanted really to. My friend works at Facebook, and I wanted to annoy him really badly, and I felt like that was the most effective way to do it, and I had to keep up this annoyance for several years. But like all of the websites, unless you're using a lot of ad blockers and browser extensions, they are all to some extent sending data to Facebook.
That is true.
Yeah, that's why I install like blockers.
Okay, so you are
everybody
consistent.
should do, right? Everyone should do that.
Yes, if you're
also
watching.
use Safari. Safari is like fully blocking third-party cookies now too.
Oh, okay. Does it break some of the functionality of the websites though? Maybe it's that strict.
Whenever I use my Mac, I haven't encountered any issues yet. So, yeah. I think you just end up getting less targeted advertisements and just more general ones. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which is fine. Like, I make it a point not to click ads anyway.
Right. Yeah, I feel like
it's quite. I don't know. Like, it's quite ironic, right? Because I need ads to survive. So.
I was going to ask you, do you block your ads from your own workplace?
I should click ads. I should pay it for.
You should whitelist at least your workplace. Yeah, like I'm always looking for more efficient browser extensions because like I feel like sometimes you go you install extensions and you have like a bajillion, and not everything is slow, right? So I only use uBlock Origin right now as the main blocker. What do you guys use?
Okay, I have shortcuts for Google, Push Bullet, uBlock Origin, some Steam plugins, Google Drive shortcuts. Yeah, that's pretty much most of. Oh, and back with backspace. You know, like Google took away going back with backspace from Chrome, and you have to install a plugin to get that back. Yeah. So yeah, I have that.
Oh, yeah. So like I have a few other ones too. So on top of uBlock Origin, I use Simplified Gmail, which reverts Gmail back to the original interface, and I really recommend it. And it's made by the original designer of Gmail, and I really hate the way it looks now. So that allows me to make it the way it looks before.
I like Gmail now, so I have no issues with that.
Do you not like it because it's like slower or what? Because the old design is like really dated when you compare it to the new one. Like, the new one is really clean, you know.
Oh, it's not the original one. Not that old school. But at least it takes a step back, because I feel like right now the white space between things doesn't really make sense to me, and some of the buttons are like too huge and some of the buttons are too small. So I feel like I just wanted it to back to like the standard way it used to look.
You boomer.
Hey, boomer.
No, I'm not a boomer. I'm a bloomer, according to Know My Meme. Yeah, and then I also use like Momentum, which is the one that shows you a nice wallpaper and some motivational message to myself.
Oh my god, yeah.
I know.
Does that help? Like, how often do you linger on that start page?
Oh, I mean, like every time you can use that.
I just go straight to where I want to go anyway, right?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. What about you, Singip? What do you use?
I have LastPass for password management. I have Chrome Remote Desktop, uBlock, and iCloud bookmarks, so I can sync my Chrome bookmarks with Safari.
What's that first one about?
LastPass?
Sorry, not the first one then. The second one?
Remote Desktop.
Yeah. Why do you need that?
So when I'm on my bed, I'm like too lazy to go to my computer to like shut it down or like change videos. And I just
So it's the laziest thing you can possibly install.
Yeah. Because sometimes you're like all tucked in and then you don't get up from bed.
Yeah.
Hey George, what's your internet speed right now?
What are you using? Fast?
Yeah, I'm clocking over 500 Mbps.
What websites are you guys using to check your browser speed or internet speed?
Fast.com.
Fast.com.
I am getting 670.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you're streaming too?
Yeah.
Damn. You think because less people in your place use time compared to Unify?
Possibly, I'm not sure.
But I think
don't
my
even know
place
how
is
like bandwidth works.
I feel like my place is almost exclusively time. I don't know. Yeah.
Oh yeah, maybe. Like my place has it all. You can get Maxis, Unify, time. So. And I guess people have been using Unify for the longest time here.
Yeah.
And probably most people haven't decided to change. Yeah.
I guess.
I'm at 2.9.
Oh.
What? 2.9 Mbps?
Oh,
yes.
Yes.
What? How?
Wait, is that very little or very like a lot? I don't even know what the standard is yet.
Me and John are at 500 and 600 Mbps. We are like 2.9.
Oh, wait, sorry, I had my VPN on. Let me try it again.
Yeah. VPN definitely slows it down quite a bit.
Well, like,
Okay.
by so
Oh,
much?
sorry, I'm 27.
27.
Megabit rate
Okay.
per second.
That's, I mean, usable.
Yes, fairly,
Yeah, because
fairly.
like, yeah, like 2.9 and like on video, that's like quite smooth though for 2.9.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I have actually one viewer question from my friend.
Okay.
But I'm not sure if you actually watched it. I think I just mentioned what we ended up talking about from last time.
We can still answer
So, yes. So it's about the topic of creative work and how we have created some projects in the past, you know, that evening drama thing, and yet we didn't keep up with it. So his question is, who do you think you would be if you haven't tried all the things you eventually moved on from? I guess putting it another way, yeah, like how has it, like even just trying and ditching it, how has it influenced the way you approach projects in the future?
Would this be like counting work or just personal projects?
Personal projects. So I think work there, you know, there's external pressure, you know, it's a little different.
Okay, well, I'm trying to think of my first project, right? In this case, I mean, to answer this question. What did I don't know, my first big project would be like Dumbass, you know, that video, right?
That was a good one.
And if I was still doing it, like right now, I don't know, you probably see me arrested or something.
Explain to people what Dumbass is.
Oh, right, fine. Dumbass was this lame parody of Jackass that a bunch of friends, including Singip here, participated in during our college college years. Yeah, so we tried like to be cool like the Jackass crew, but you know, it was never as cool.
Oh, and I feel like we even have to explain what Jackass is in the first place because it is so old.
That's true. Well, Jackass is basically what most of YouTube is right now. People on video doing stupid shit. Yeah, like, you know, tasering themselves, jumping off roofs and stuff like that. But yeah, we went that extreme. All we did was you know, skate into swimming pools, eat dog food, and yeah, it was very tame, very lame and tame. But you know, I'm glad I moved on from it. But who knows? I mean, maybe like I would have, if I took it more seriously, I could be more into film right now, and then like doing all sorts of film projects, possibly. I don't know. Right? I mean, it would have evolved. I would probably wouldn't have stayed doing all these dumb videos, and would have went on to shoot more intelligent material. But yeah.
I think it's cause like we didn't know YouTube would blow up to be this big.
There was no YouTube back then, right? Like, we didn't even have broadband, if I recall correctly. Like, I remember I was still on dial-up.
YouTube launched in 2005.
Yeah. Our Taylor's years was what, 2003, 2004?
That's true. Fine. Yeah. So we didn't know that there would be platforms like YouTube.
Yeah, you know, all I did was burn it onto a CDR, and like, I think I had one copy and maybe I gave some away, but yeah. I uploaded it to YouTube.
People who do all these videos nowadays, like, they do it because they know they can, like, they know they can get an audience from YouTube, right?
Yeah. I mean, people can go viral, you know.
Like, we knew that there was an audience that we could cater to so easily. And we might have like taken it more seriously or like pursued it further.
Yeah. Back then it was just videos for ourselves. Like, we watch it and then show new friends who hadn't seen it, and like, we just laugh again, you know. But like, now you can put it online and like 1 million people can watch it. It's a different time.
Have you thought
like Facebook is like a better platform than YouTube?
Why
but I'm not sure how accurate like Facebook's viewer counts are. But you know, if you like browse like random Facebook videos, right, on the Facebook Watch tab,
Yeah.
like some videos like get like millions of views.
Okay.
And then you watch the same video on YouTube and it gets like 10,000 views. Yeah, so like it feels like Facebook has like a wider reach, but I'm not sure in terms of revenue though.
Right, and there's that controversy about Facebook views and whether they're really views at all, right? There's a lot of bot activity.
Yeah, so that's why I'm not sure how accurate those views are.
Yeah. Well, another thing is a lot of people just rip YouTube videos and then upload them to Facebook. Yeah, like, and I don't know, I feel Facebook isn't like that good or that fast acting when it comes to like having copyrighted material on it.
I think they're trying to like draw a line between like they want to encourage people to use their platform, so they can't be too strict, right? Not people stop.
Yeah, I mean I get that, but like it's bad for the original creators, you know. A lot of times like all these videos get posted like by 9gag and like other random sites, and they don't credit the original person. And so yeah, even though they went viral on the platform, nobody knows the original creator.
Yeah. So have you guys thought about putting your vintage video on YouTube right now?
Oh, it is on YouTube, you know. But,
oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, I had no idea.
I don't know how many views it has. Let me check.
Alright, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go cook my rice. I'll be back in a minute.
Okay.
A minute? Okay, you got 60 seconds.
On the clock.
Let's see. Dumbass. 137 views.
Oh, that's pretty good.
I put it up 8 years ago. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I need to ask you for the URL later. Because I've not seen that for a long time.
You don't want to see it, man.
I guess I'll watch it and find out who was actually in it. I don't think I was in it, right? I'm pretty sure I was like, no, thank you. I don't want to eat dog food.
No, I don't think you were in it. Yeah.
Yeah, so I feel like this is a recurring theme. Like, I mean, it happened to us too, right? Because, you know, we'll be like, let's try to blog, and then miss the boat on blogging when it was, you know, actually a profitable thing, and now it's no longer is. And then, like, sitting here with the video, it's like we didn't peak at the right time.
Let's talk about blogs for a second. Like, what happened to them? You know, like I used to enjoy, you know, going through my favorites list of blogs, like just, you know, going through reading about people's lives, even though I didn't know most of them personally. But it was just interesting to, you know, like, see what they wrote and like stuff they've been going through and all that stuff. And I think there was a period where a lot of them stopped, and those that kept going were doing sponsored or advertorial posts to make money for like products they don't even use. And now I think it's pretty much dead. Like the only blogging you see is like microblogging, right? Like Facebook updates, Twitter, and Instagram. But like writing, you know, people used to write so much, and now I enjoy reading, and like writing is a craft, I guess, is something I appreciate, and yeah, it's sad that, you know, not that many people still do it.
Yeah, so I was talking to another friend about this recently too. So there is a little bit of a revival movement. So you know, my friend told me that NetNewsWire is now a free RSS reader on the Mac, which, you know, to me is amazing. And so I was resubscribing to some of the old blogs I used to follow, and some of them have revived. And so like some people are going back into blogging again, especially now that we're all like, you know, stuck at home, right? And like I gave the exact same argument as what you said. It's like, what happened? Like, you know, why is everyone just writing, you know, bullshit on social media? But like his counter argument is that we shouldn't think that way, because it's almost like blogs were in a way not accessible to a lot of people, because you had to know how to like set up WordPress, you know, back then you couldn't just like do a one-click install and things like that. So it's more like now a lot more people can write because with social media you don't have to set up anything, and you automatically get an audience. You don't have to gain it per se. As you know, with blogs, it takes a while to like gain an audience.
Sure. I still have no audience.
Separately, the caliber of writing is the issue, right? Because that's what I don't like as well. Because I think, like, literally with Instagram, there's only like this much space, so I end up doing like hashtag every single word. Like, it's not exactly quality English I'm writing here, and like, you know, peach emojis. Like, so yeah, and I feel like, you know, I'm trying to blog again, and you've been keeping at it for like, you know, over a decade, right?
Yeah.
So. Yeah, and I feel like I try to use the word essay writing to make myself sound more sophisticated instead of writing a blog. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it turned out writing is not very monetizable. I think that's what happened. Like, look at Medium, right? Like, you barely hang in there, but with the firewall, like, I don't enjoy like hunting for articles on it very much.
Okay, I don't really use Medium, but I've read like some articles on it. Do people get paid to write there?
I'm not sure, but then like you have to be willing to pay to read more articles. So in a way, you're creating content behind someone else's paywall, and I don't really like that. Yeah, and I think they charge larger companies a fee to use their platform as well. But actually, you know, the expert is probably saying it, like on how Medium.com makes its money.
I don't know how they make money. But I know, I know there are like. Actually, it's interesting that you mentioned about companies paying Medium to use it. Because I know, like, I've gotten some press releases and official blogs from companies that use Medium. Yeah. Right. Like, is it like Waze or is it Waymo? Like one of Google's things. I know I think I got the source from Medium before.
Okay.
Yeah, and is Medium still banned in Malaysia, by the way?
Was it?
Not if you use Google DNS. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew it was banned. I didn't know it was banned.
I mean, it was banned for a while. I'm not sure if it's still banned now. Yeah, because during the whole scandal
situation that we shall skip over now.
They published a report on it, so yeah.
Oh, 2018, Medium is now unblocked in Malaysia.
Okay.
Oh.
So 2 years ago,
I see.
Well, speaking of like block, like I remember when I was in Indonesia, Reddit was banned.
Oh.
Yeah, I had to use a VPN to like, you know, log into Reddit, which is dumb. Like I did it anyway because, you know, I enjoyed Reddit. I googled why. It's cause there's tons of porn on Reddit. But yeah, the more you know.
We need a little rainbow star situation. Yeah, and like with Medium, I think their thing to claim initially is the WYSIWYG editor, which looked really good. But I think now WordPress with its new editor has really caught up anyway.
Yeah, WordPress is pretty cool. The thing I don't, well, I've only experienced it recently is like a whole lot of like hackers trying to get into my blog.
Again?
Like all the time, but now I have security, so it's not a big deal. But like I just get emails all the time about people trying to log in and do shit. Like,
Did Singing ever have a blog, or did I imagine this?
He's had many.
Oh, okay. So let's
they all
dive
die
into
after like 3 posts.
Okay, so as someone who also makes things and kills them after 3 posts, my new goal in life is to not delete things, which has been really hard. But yeah, like Sing It. Have you ever thought about? I just revealed the name for the whole world. Have you ever thought about recompiling everything you've written and reposting it as a giant blog?
I can't remember which blog was my most active, so I can't be bothered to like scan like the archives for like single posts and stuff.
We found one of them that day, right? On the Wayback Machine.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That was E43. Yeah.
Excuse me.
I thought I sent it to you though. Like we found like one of my old stories that I wrote when I was depressed.
Oh, and yeah. So the other thing is like we used to write more when there was live journal era where you could set friends only, and that's where I could post all my emo shit. And I feel like that's also another tricky thing. So what I've been doing to adapt to this is I have a Google Docs that I share with selective friends where I can be a little bit more emo. Yeah, so I think like the audience for emo stuff and having that smaller circle is also tricky to find now.
Yeah, I forgot
so
about
what?
Live Journal.
Hmm?
I forgot about Live Journal's existence.
Live Journal, Zanga.
Yeah, Zanga.
Yeah.
I miss Joe Cities the most.
Joe Cities is good.
Exactly.
Do you ever use it? Like way back when it was like
I still remember my URL. You know, I've been trying to like look for like.
Geo Long YT.
No, way back when it was zones, it was like Area 51.
Oh,
And,
wow.
You mean you never used Joe Cities back when it was made
it was
that
like
way?
David into neighborhoods.
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shit, I can't remember mine, but I thought it was really cool.
Yeah.
But now when you think about it, it's just like folders, very creatively named folders.
Mine's like Area 51 5204 or something. But yeah.
It's not like you're buying a house, right? Like you wanted the neighborhood that that was cool, right? That you like.
Yeah. So what sent you down the trip of down memory lane to rediscover an old depressing post?
Because Singit was old and depressed.
Oh. And I was like, I must find the words I had used in my youth.
Yeah, I forgot why we were looking for it. Yeah, but I don't know. I can't blog. Like, I don't feel like telling everyone how I feel. I mean, maybe back in the day, like it was like a good way to vent. But then nowadays, I feel like I have to be more private with my own thoughts.
Mm.
And I'm pretty sure a lot of people don't really care. Like, who's this random guy like
I care.
talking crap about his love life or whatever.
I care. I totally care. In fact, I'm very nosy right now.
Yeah, so like if you want to know, right?
We can discuss
you can just text me. Right? I'll tell you.
No, but it's nicer when you blog it out. You know, you have time to write down your thoughts. You get to edit passages, make yourself look good.
No, but it's like more genuine and raw. You know, when you come from me direct.
But yeah, blogs. I don't know. Yeah, there should be a blog revival somehow.
Yeah. Well, I mean, my motivation is totally twisted and related to this whole situation, right? I'm like, well, I might die, so I better share some words with friends in case anything happens. Yeah. So I feel like my inhibition, because I used to, like, I mean, it's still there, like this feeling that, oh, you're going to judge me if you see how I really feel is still there. But I feel like now I'm like, forget it. Like, we all might die, so I might as well share how I really feel. Like, that's a lot stronger than ever before. So I feel like that's really motivated me to write more.
But I think that comes with age, right? Like, when you're older, you just don't care so much. Yeah.
We're all gonna die. It's not we might.
Correct.
Yeah.
Might be sooner now with the virus.
Exactly. Yeah, so which I think it's sort of both ways, because if you're truly nihilistic, I can see then you're like, what's the point of, doing anything, right?
Yeah.
But it's like if you enjoy, like for me, to be honest, I don't enjoy the process, I enjoy the outcome. So like, if I can like make something, then I'm like, oh, my little neurons of happiness are lighting up. But it's like suffering through the, oh God, this looks terrible. It's like the judgment comes in. And like trying to like be like, oh, not listen to that part of my brain.
No, but like reading old work, you always think it's terrible. You know, like that day I was preparing my writing portfolio, and I went through like a lot of my old writing. I was like, shit, this bad. It took a while to like pick pieces that I was proud of, but yeah.
But I mean, that's good, right? Like, to be able to acknowledge that you're not quite there yet.
Yeah, sure. As in, we're always improving. So like,
I know. I mean, there's some people who are, think like they wrote like the greatest thing ever.
I guess, but I don't think there are many. I mean, they're very common. At least in my opinion, yeah.
I don't know, like, where's the line between like being like self-aware of like, I'm not that good yet, to being like overly self-critical.
Yeah. Then, which reminds me of the Ira Glass saying that, it sucks as a beginner because your taste is good. Like, you know what good sounds like, and you're like, oh, what I just created is not good. And you have to, like, get yourself to that point.
Yeah,
and I feel like George is really good at that. Like, where I feel like you're much more okay with releasing things that you're not, like, 100% on board with, but it's, like, good enough.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, me and Singip are in this, like, weird perfectionist mindset and create nothing. So...
I guess I'm more of, it's better to have something out there than nothing. Yeah.
Yeah, like my friend, he told me this, like, because last time I want to go to Thailand to train Muay Thai with him. Then I told him like, nah, I'm not fit enough yet, right? And then he was like, you go there to get fit. You don't like get fit to go there. I'm like, no, you have to be fit first, then you go there and you get the most out of it, right? As opposed to like you go there and then like you're dead after like 20 minutes, right? Yeah, so like you're right about that perfectionist mindset. Like, I have to be semi decent at it first before I even try it, Like, you always want to like put your best foot forward. Like that's what I think anyway.
I feel like I know who you're talking about. So in the end, you went anyway, right? Did you? Or you didn't go?
I did, but then like we got into like a motorbike accident like 3 days in.
Oh no!
And then like it just became like a 2-week holiday.
So you were in the accident, or like he was?
Yeah, we went out to buy dinner, right? Then we were like we were driving back, and then like we got into an accident. Yeah.
Oh no!
Like he was the driver, but I think I suffered the brunt of the damage. Like my hand was like sprained, and I got cuts everywhere. Yeah.
Oh damn!
He got cut up too, but then I don't know. Maybe he's more hardcore. Like he just went ahead and kept training anyway. But I was like, no, I'm done.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then there's also the picking oneself back up again, right? Because I feel like, okay, like clearly very good at abandoning projects. Like, how do I like not take it as my own personal failing that I didn't continue?
Yeah.
Do you think it's a personal failing? Like, I never really thought of it as a failure. Like, yeah.
I think I no longer really feel this way because I just don't care anymore. But I used to think, yeah, like because like it's like a ABC sort of thing. Right? Like I admire people who stick to things. I did not stick to things, therefore I don't admire myself. Yeah. But I feel like, it's so Singer, it sounds like you're sitting on your hoard of writing. So I would be interested to read them again because I don't remember what they are.
You can read my newer stuff.
Do you have new stuff that is not news?
I have like a ton of ideas. No, because I'm like trying to create I'm very inspired by Sandman, obviously, right? So, like, in the comics, like he intersperses little stories along with the main story, just to give you like more background information and insight into the main character, right? So I was like thinking like instead of like trying to create like my own epic masterpiece, like why don't I just try writing one of those smaller stories and then like somehow like tie it back in later on, right? So yeah, so that's the problem. I'm trying to come up with like a story that I think could tie back in. Yeah.
So you mean using Sandman characters or original?
Using my own characters.
Oh, okay.
But I haven't figured out like what I want to really write yet. So yeah, I think that's the problem.
Yeah. And I feel when I talk to you, and I'm the same way, sometimes it feels like if you talk too much about a project that you are still brainstorming on, like the idea would run away. And like, we end up talking about it and never actually doing it.
But then I don't know, like some people say like if you keep thinking about it, right, then it means that this is something really important to you. Like it means something to you. Yeah. So like there's some ideas that you have and you think are good, and you look at them later on and you're like, oh, actually no, it's not such a good idea. But then there's just some ideas that you just keep thinking about all the time.
So is there anything that other people around you can do to encourage you to move it along, or is it one of those things where the more we bug you about it, the more you're like, screw it, I don't want to do it?
I don't know, no one's really bugged me about it before, so I'm not sure how I would react to it. Doesn't mean you should start, okay?
Invite myself.
I'm always telling you to write.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that was a pretty good time to like start, I suppose.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right. And we only say that because we know that writing makes you happy. Like, it sucks that you do it for like, your job and your juices are out, I think. But like, we know that you like it. So
yeah, like, like sometimes I have some extra stuff that I need to do, and then like it's a weekend or like it's on I'm like off my shift, and then I just like, no, I'm not gonna write anything until like it's like 5 p.m. again or something, Like my brain just automatically stops.
Yeah.
Makes
because
sense.
when you work from home, right? Actually, that's the thing about working from home. It's like there's no separation of your working hours and your regular hours. Yeah. It's like, where does it start? Where does it end, right? Because when you go to office and you come home, or like you take a break from work to go to lunch, like those are like very clear separations of your time and how you spend your time. So it's easier to compartmentalize like work life, your personal life. But when you're working from home, it's like everything just blends together already,
Right.
Maybe don't work in your bedroom. Like, work in the living room or turn one of your spare rooms into an office, if that's possible.
I don't have a spare room.
Then your living room, just do your work from there.
Yeah, I suppose I could do that.
Yeah, some sort of separation, even though most of it is just mental. But
yeah. I mean, like, no, I think a lot of it is mental anyway.
It is like me, I mentioned before, like I always have trouble working at home, like ever since I stopped the blogging job, and I just go outside to a cafe to do my work. But like it's all in my head. Like I can work. I'm perfectly capable of working from home. Like I've done it many times when I have like deadlines and no time to go out. Like I just work from my bedroom. But that's with like external pressure. But like on a regular day, if I don't discipline myself and I'm in my room, I just put on Netflix or play a game instead of doing work.
Yeah, I agree. So sometimes when I go out into a cafe and work, like I feel more productive because it's like you're missing like the creature comforts,
Yeah.
Like your bed, like nice seats and all that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I remember seeing George's like Instagram of him with his mini mechanical keyboard and a long black, and then you're like, so happy.
Yeah, I mean.
I think that's what I miss the most, actually. Of all the things, it is a good cup of coffee from a cafe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No,
Nice.
wait, your type of discovered Ascenso? Is that the
Yeah,
brand?
Ascenso. It's good,
Ascenso instant coffee.
right?
Ascenso sponsorship. Ascenso, if you're listening, you should sponsor because we have a very local audience.
Yeah. 2 out of 3 people drink it.
Have you tried?
Exactly.
Have you tried that Korean coffee craze thing?
Dalgona!
Yeah. I thought
George,
you
you
would,
know
I
about
thought
it?
you would try it. Have you?
I have not. So I don't have okay, so too much detail. My mom has more of the like Malaysian coffee in a
Oh, the
packet, almost like
one.
tea. So it's like just pure black coffee, but it's the roasted Malaysian type, and it's in a tea bag, and then you do almost like an incubation with it. And then the other type I have is the one already with milk creamer in it. So I don't have pure instant, that is pure black, which I think is what you need for the Dalgona coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah. So George, do you know about Dalgona coffee?
Yeah, but I have no interest in it.
And whipping.
No, I don't like milk in coffee.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I'm so curious though. Like, it looks really good.
You can
Do
try
you
it
have
after
instant
the
coffee at home?
MCO.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have black coffee, instant black coffee grounds either. Like, all my coffee is like those 3-in-1 with creamer already.
Yeah.
You can get Ascenso. They have black coffee.
Yeah. I mean, that would involve me going out, which is like not advisable nowadays.
Yes. Stay
But
at
actually,
home.
I'm very curious. Like, why do people like they spoon the mixture over their milk? I was thinking, like, why don't you just? I mean, like, you can go a bit extra and get a piping bag, right? And then you fill it up nicely.
Yes. So yeah, I mean, when you do it, please do the piping bag method as well.
I don't have a piping bag and that tip thing, but I mean, I was like thinking, like, when people do that, like, it looked like it would sit a lot nicer, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You can snip the corner of a plastic bag.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I could do that.
That's pretty much what it is, right?
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, like the physical separation thing, that's what I do when I'm back in the US too. It kind of sucks because, it's kind of expensive to buy a coffee outside in the US, but I feel like the productivity gain is worth the $5-6 I pay for a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
And
sure.
like, the other tool I use is called FocusMate. So, okay, it sounds totally dicey, but it's not. So the idea is that you would sign up for a slot, and then you would be in a teleconference, video conference kind of meeting, and you would tell the other person you're going to work on this project, and you're kind of like, you have your webcam on, but you're not really looking at each other. So it's like chat roulette, but for work, essentially.
Oh.
Or Omega. But the thing is, it's the crowd has always been very serious. There has never been an incident for me where I felt like, oh, that was, something else and not the person working. So it's sort of like you pay someone to nanny over you, but I feel like, unfortunately, for things I put off, it does work.
You have to pay?
You don't so it's free for 3 sessions a week,
Okay.
which is enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But isn't there that I forgot that what's it, there's some kind of like technique, right? Like every 15 minutes you take a break.
Pomodoro or something.
Yeah, Pomodoro.
Yeah.
They're like browser extensions can like install to like remind you to take a break.
Yeah.
Right. But I feel like I can't fool myself with those techniques. I've tried it. I've tried them all. Like, the only thing that actually works for me is social pressure.
I actually get a bit anxious when I know like the time is running out and I'm not done yet, right? Then it makes me ignore it.
Yeah. So because it makes you feel like you're taking an exam, and we're done with that,
Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go cook my dinner now. I'll catch you
Okay.
up.
All right. Yeah.
All right.
Nice session. I think we should end it here, maybe.
Oh, we haven't done the suggested topics from Conchal.
You guys can continue that.
What
Oh,
topics?
okay.
All right.
Quick fire topics.
All right. Okay, go.
Okay, number 1. Recommend a song you think each other has not heard before.
I can't think of anything.
I can think of one I've been obsessed with. So Billie Eilish's brother, FINNEAS,
Billie
has a new video.
Okay.
Yes, so FINNEAS, you would like him because his name is Finn. Yeah, he made this video for the song Let's Fall in Love for Tonight, and it's just a really good, like, solid pop song.
Okay. I'll check that out.
Mm-hmm.
I'll recommend Dance Gavin Dance, Strawberries Wake. It's super good. Strawberries Wake. Okay.
Alright.
And then next one. Think about yourself 10 years ago and reflect upon how your views have changed since then.
Oh gosh, can we save that one for next time? That's a long one.
Okay, we'll save that for next time.
Yeah, please continue watching episode 3.
Okay.
See you.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone, and well, we'll be back. Don't know when, but in the future.
Bye.
Bye.
What's our sign off? I forgot.
The sound.
What sound?
What is a kissing? No.
That's how we've decided it's a sign of noise. I'm sorry.
Alright.
Alright, for reals. Bye.
Oh, 1 hour 6 minutes. Pretty good time. Alright.